Hey, this is Riley. I could possibly watch the ocean for hours, maybe even days, without getting tired of it. I appreciate watching how it seems the waves build up the courage to break away from the rest of the water before curling around to return to being a part of the ocean. They lift up before rolling over, merging with the wave just before, one wave going out and one coming in. And like humans, no wave is the same, even though there are similarities. The ocean offers a comforting reminder for me as a person on the margins that a lot of changes happen on the edges, while also reminding me that I am a part of something larger than who I am. The process of finding our tribe can create an unusual and narrow path for us to walk. Since it is typically those of us in the margins finding ways to be accepted into other groups, with the eventual intention for the chosen group to see our worthiness. In theory, this could open the doors of possibilities, but holds a real potential to lose ourselves in the process of adaptation, which can lead to shame. For shame to creep in, it can keep us from living our truth and can take away our joy. To let go of shame can look different and is equally hard for each of us to change those patterns, no matter the form of negative self-talk or self-harm. The courage to walk into truth was witnessed from someone who taught me more than the mindful focus of throwing pottery I was teaching. Even a small distraction from a ball of clay on a wheel or one hand stopping to support the other moving the clay edges upward can cause the material to wobble or flatten out. The lack of support was what happened to Lawrence. That's not their real name, but he shared with me while in a recovery program about hearing the N-word as a child for the first time, to share the impact that made on them and how it made them feel every time they heard it afterward. Sharing the obstacle to not be able to finish school, resulting in not being able to read, and moving into addiction from the varied limits that his community had imposed. It was a few years before I fully understood the courage of the open vulnerability he was showing me by breaking away from the limits society had tried to impose. These false and damaging expectations often happen for those of us on the margins who are not able to be accepted as we are, or who are not understood. There is strength in sharing openly how we have been made to feel shame, to let it go, to not try to live into the story of shame, but able to live from our story of growth and our truth, even if it's scary. That truth arrives when we can be fluid like the wave, to not be afraid to share our unique beauty, even if it is different from the others. To know that in that courage we live our truth. We can embrace who we are and eventually the ability to know our greatest potential without being afraid to make a splash when we break away. Also knowing a new shift can happen again in the future, but at this moment, we are flowing where we are right here, right now. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, tap that like button or leave a comment. Be good to yourselves. You're worth it.